looking at a stray, gone from the herd, lost. Inside this fleet truck is a $30 million art collection. Or it could be a shipment of sensitive medical scanning instruments. Or a trade show exhibit. Or a NASA satellite on its way to a launch. Or a highly classified weapons system. Or a house full of furniture. Or a van load of cigarettes, fabrics, sheet metal, car parts, lumber, oatmeal, telephone switchgear, X-ray equipment, computers, or liquor. Whatever it is, whoever shipped it, wherever it's going, it's missing, off the board, lost. Except, of course, to its driver. He knows exactly where he is, more or less, give or take 50 miles. But to fleet operations, he's simply somewhere between San Diego and San Antonio, give or take 500 miles. Too bad. He'll miss an extra load that might have turned a good week into a great one and solved a lot of problems for an agent, the planner, the dispatcher, and most importantly, a customer. It's a curious fact that in this high-speed, high-tech world controlled by microchips and modems, satellites and superconductors, the state-of-the-art in trucking communications all too often boils down to the once-a-day collect call. They can track a jet across the country mile by mile and a storm front county by county. But the only sure link between driver and dispatcher is a time-consuming, patience-trying, money-wasting, thank you for waiting daily telephone call. And when he finally gets through, his dispatcher still won't know precisely where he is, and certainly won't know where he'll be and what he'll be doing in another 6 hours, not to mention 10 or 12. In a business where time is every bit as important as loaded miles, it's time to get communications up to speed. It's time to start tracking the strays. It's time for Sony RDSS, Sony Radio Determination Satellite Systems, today's way to keep track of trucks. Once an hour, an onboard Sony Wayfarer mobile communication unit automatically beams out a precise plot position to an orbiting satellite. The signal is bounced back to a Geostar satellite service collection station and flashed by telephone line to the fleet owner's operations center. All in seconds. Hourly vehicle locations and brief messages are posted on an electronic atlas that gives fleet directors instant command and control of their nationwide operations. At the same time, truck position and status data can be transmitted to the fleet's computer for display and hard copy printout. With a handheld keyboard, the driver can even send brief messages of emergency or a change of plans and receive sensing alarms. Cab hardware is limited to a miniaturized Wayfarer mobile communication unit and an unobtrusive cab top antenna. With Wayfarer, help can be sent quickly to drivers stranded in remote locations. The system pinpoints location and relays sensing information. Never before has a dispatcher or a planner had such a window on the world, had so much timely and accurate information, such immediacy. Never before has a driver been offered such an easy way to increase his security, raise his payloads, and improve his return on investment. Never before has a fleet operator enjoyed such command and control over his cargoes, such instantaneous information, such immediate payback, and such an attractive marketing tool. As Mayflower Operations Vice President Carl Meyerhopper puts it,
in a satellite tracking or position location concept, it would not always be necessary for the driver to communicate with us to give us a progress report because it would be done automatically.
I see a significant possibility for increased profits. Being able to utilize the trucks more efficiently, cut down the out-of-route miles, help with our on-time deliveries, and cut down on driver costs for the same amount of freight that we're running.
It's real important to us. Weight and distance is where our bottom line is determined. And anything that allows dispatch a better idea of where I'm at and what I'm doing and what possible space I might have open, anything at all that allows them to have a better idea where I am is going to increase my bottom line.
And what of the strays, the lost sheep, the disappeared? The trade show exhibit hung up on a long line outside the convention hall? Discovered. The robotic installation mired in traffic somewhere between Silicon Valley and Pontiac, Michigan? Monitored. The top-secret missile component heading for test grounds. Under surveillance. The perfectly chilled shipment of medical supplies en route to a major hospital in cool hands. With the Sony RDSS radio determination satellite systems, finally the technology of truck communications approaches the technology carried in the trailers. For the executive, the planner, the dispatcher, the driver, the agent, the customer, the operations supervisor, there's a new feeling of command and control, of security, of better utilization, of saving, of timely and accurate information. In this high-speed, high-tech world, there will always be a few strays. But they needn't be yours. Hovering over your herd night and day, dawn and dusk, will be a satellite and a system that tells you who, what, where, and when. Your contractors can't drive faster, but with the Sony RDSS radio determination satellite systems, they can drive smarter. It's time to get them up to speed.